Hi, everyone. My name is Linda, and I will be giving an overview of my time as an engineering physics Jayhawk today. A little bit about me. I'm a senior at the University of Kansas, studying engineering physics with a digital electronic systems concentration, which is a hybrid between computer and electrical engineering, coupled with higher level physics classes. I'm originally from Topeka, Kansas, and graduated from Topeka West High School, but I call Kansas City home now. So I'm a big Marvel movie fan and sports fan. And I also love to travel, which seen here in Vegas before COVID, I want to point out, and then also here in New York City. So engineering physics is a collaborative degree between the School of Engineering and the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, specifically the Physics and Astronomy department. I really like this as it's exposed me to professors and experiences in both schools. Some of my favorite professors have been my physics professors. Additionally, our major is ABET accredited, which means it guarantees that our program meets the standards that are essential in preparing graduates to enter and be leaders in crucial STEM fields in the global industry. Lastly, we have 4 concentrations here at KU: aerospace systems, chemical systems, digital electronic systems, and electromechanical control systems. Chemical systems is matched with chemical engineering, and electromechanical systems is matched with mechanical engineering, and of course, aerospace systems is matched with aerospace engineering. So freshman year, attending late night in the fog is a rite of passage your freshman year. It's a huge hype event for the upcoming basketball season with performances from people like Snoop Dogg, 2 Chainz, and Lil Yachty. Our basketball team is introduced and we get to hear from the man himself, Coach Self. Our favorite clutch shooter, Mario Chalmers, was in attendance my freshman year. So it's a fantastic time and a great bonding experience to have with your new friends. So I definitely recommend going your freshman year. The summer after my freshman year, I studied abroad in Slovenia. We toured engineering and business companies and compared them to US companies and how they differ. One thing that really stood out to me is that European businesses are very strict on their environmental impacts, striving to keep them as low as possible. We also took a day trip to Venice, Italy, and I got photobombed by 2 Italians up here, shown here. And it's still one of the best moments of my life. After studying abroad, I worked as a research assistant in our high energy particle physics group with professors affiliated with a large hadron collider in Switzerland. KU works with the CMS detector, shown here, which studies the standard model and searches for additional dimensions and particles that could comprise of dark matter. The professors here do some really cool things and allow you to be really hands-on with their material or be more of a data analyst through programming. Sophomore year, I went to New Orleans over spring break with Engineers Without Borders to restore historical buildings. We worked in the lower 9th Ward, which was heavily affected by Hurricane Katrina, helping to give some sense of normalcy back to the residents. At night, we were free to explore the city. We tried the world famous beignets at Café du Monde, went to Jackson Square and enjoyed a crawfish boil prepared for us by the residents. The summer after my sophomore year, I interned with RSA Security, which used to be a part of Dell Technologies, as a sales engineer intern. I got this internship by going to the career fair at KU and applying through our Jayhawks only job portal, Hire Jayhawks. I was able to develop my soft skills as this was more of a customer-facing role, and this internship turned into a co-op throughout my junior year. Now, the summer before my junior year, I went to Boston through a program within the School of Engineering. We were exposed to different engineering companies and graduate schools, hoping to spark an interest in us post-grad. We also explored the beautiful and historic city, and this picture here is from Boston Common. My friends and I were told that junior year is the hardest year in engineering, and they were definitely right. So a couple of my friends and I decided to take a break and went to New York City during fall break. This picture here is the view from the top of the Empire State Building, which, fun fact, we had to climb the last 6 stories to get to the observation deck because it was so busy and the line to get to the elevator was like around the lobby. And we were like, no, we're just gonna take the 6 flights. We were committed. We also got to see the Statue of Liberty, seen here, Times Square, and just a lot of like touristy things. It was an awesome trip that really gave us the time to breathe before we finished up the semester. Although my internship with RSA Security was a great experience, I missed the more technical side of things. And so I decided to jump industries. During our trip to Boston, we visited Raytheon Missiles and Defense, one of the largest military contractors in the world. I was fascinated by their work, so I applied online and I got to spend this past summer in Florida, where I was a systems integration and test engineering intern. These two pictures were taken in Florida at two different beaches. I don't remember their names. I was required to obtain a Department of Defense security clearance, and most of the work we do at Raytheon is classified, so I can't go into specifics about what I worked on, but I really enjoyed my summer experience with Raytheon Technologies. I felt that I was able to use my STEM degree to not only be on the cutting edge of technology, but also to leave a lasting impact on the world by serving my country and protecting lives. Following the end of my internship in August, I was offered and accepted a full-time job post-graduation and will be relocating to one of their facilities in the greater Boston area. My friends and I haven't gotten much of a senior year due to COVID, but we're making the most of it and looking forward to graduation in May in whatever shape or form, and walking through our Campanile yelling rock chalk. My time at KU has been vital in preparing me for internships and post-graduation. The collaborative nature of ePhysics has been a tremendous takeaway in becoming a better problem solver, communicator, and listener of different perspectives. I've also made some really incredible friends here during my time, and friends that you work on a lab with at the engineering complex until 3 a.m. Friends that you go to basketball games with or invite over for a game night. I know that I've made some lifelong friends here, and that's one of the absolute best things I've gained at KU. I don't know if there's another, oh yeah. So that's it for my presentation today. If there's any questions that you have about me or KU or engineering physics as a whole, my contact info is here, and please feel free to reach out anytime.